Oh, so you're going to repeat the last subject that we just covered.
Right,
Yeah? So I'm trained. Test in 3 weeks' time.
Yep.
You're filling in for my regular instructor. I am familiar with the controls of the car.
Yep.
And he said today he was just going to look over my meeting,
Yes.
crossing the path, and my general anticipation.
Righto.
And you can call me Tony.
Okay, so hello Tony, my name's Andy, nice to meet you.
Andy. Nice to meet you.
How are you? Yeah, I spoke to your instructor last night and he asked if we could have a run through with meeting, crossing the path and your general anticipation, see how those are. So if you were where would you hold back if you're in a meeting situation and there's a vehicle coming towards us? What would be your ideal hold back position? What kind of distance would you from the vehicle on the left?
Sometimes 2 car lengths.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's not possible. Tires and tarmac.
That's good. And if you were turning right from a major road into a minor road and there's vehicles coming towards us, how would you judge whether you can make that turn if you have time?
Providing I can turn without making the vehicle slow, stop or swerve.
That's good. And if you saw, what's your understanding of anticipation?
That's me trying to work out what somebody's going to do before they do it, isn't it?
That's right. So if you'd like to set yourself up.
Yeah, that's me trying to work out what somebody does before they're going to do it.
Yeah, so say you had a cyclist up ahead.
Yep.
And they looked over their right shoulder. What might you anticipate they were going to do?
They're going to turn right.
That's right. So what would you do if you thought they might be going to turn right?
Oh, check the mirror and slow down.
That's it. That's good. So if you'd like to set yourself up as normal.
Yep. Yep.
So what can you see in that centre mirror, Tony?
I can square the whole back window.
Yep.
See a bit of my head straight to a bit of yours.
And in the right door mirror.
I like to see the front door handle in the bottom left hand corner.
Yeah.
I can see the road, horizon and the sky.
And the left door mirror.
Door handle in the same place.
Yes.
The pavement, horizon, and I can see the sky just at the top.
That sounds fine. So when you're ready, we'll drive on, have a little run through and see how you are.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right, please, Tony. So what do you anticipate? We've got these parked cars on both sides of the road. What might we anticipate?
They might move away or...
Yeah. And how could you...
turn it right.
And turn right, please, Tony.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony.
Okay, now what?
Yeah, how would you tell? What clues might you look for if there's, say, any vehicles in any people in the vehicles? What kind of clues might you look for?
We might see them.
Yeah.
It's not always possible to see them, though, is it?
No. So what clues could you look for if there's, say, somebody in the vehicle? What kind of
And we're
clues?
going to turn left.
And we'll turn left, please, Tony.
Oh, you might get, you might see exhaust fumes.
Yeah, that's right.
You might see lights, reversal lights or indicators or brake lights or whatever.
So we've got right. We've got, so he flashed his headlights. Is it correct thing to flash your headlights to signal to other users?
No,
So
I
that
never
you
use
through?
it.
No. So what do you do if you see somebody flash their headlights? What's
I go with caution.
So what I'd like you to do, could you show me a holdback position? So imagine we've got a car coming towards us. Behind this car on the left here, Tony. Tony. So we're parked very close to this left-hand curb here. What are the dangers of we do this if we've got cars following us behind us? Do you know what that dangers might be?
There's not a lot of room on the side though, is there?
No, there isn't a lot of room, so you probably would have to be about this distance from the curb. What do you think the problem is if we're too close to the car in front? Very close to the car in front here.
Well, it's going to work a lot harder to get around it.
Yeah, that's right. So if we hold back about 2 car lengths from the vehicle in front, that way we've got a clearer view down the road. Also, what will it tell other cars behind us if we're further back? Well, you could still be parked actually. So would you like me to help you on the next one?
Yeah.
Okay then.
So always hold back 2 car lengths, yeah?
There are some situations when we haven't got enough room to hold back 2 car lengths. So what's the minimum gap you try to leave if you can't give?
Oh, I think
yeah,
tyres and tarmac, innit?
yeah. And why would you leave tyres and tarmac?
Because I know then I've got room to get around it.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. Okay, Tony. So when you're ready, we'll drive on, and I'll take you into a holdback position, the ideal holdback position. Yeah, so that's it. You've got to do a lot of steering if you're too close to the vehicle front. So we'll use this blue. No, we won't, because we've got this turning here, haven't we? Perhaps we shouldn't.
And we're going to turn left.
And we're turning. Please turn. What have we got on the left? Just on the left here. What sign have we got?
Oh, school.
So what might we anticipate? So what's the first thing we should do?
Look for children.
Check our mirrors, check our interior mirror.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. Got 2 vans, haven't we, up ahead?
Yeah, you're alright, there's 2 vans there.
What can we anticipate if we've got when we see a van? What's the possibility?
Oh, there could be a person around it.
Yeah. And what if you can't see the person? What clue could you look for to see if they're there? See if there's a man or a woman at the van.
Oh, you can look underneath them, you might see legs.
That's right. So what's the first thing we do? What have we got on here?
Oh yeah, he might get his car.
So check your mirror, check your interior.
Yeah,
That's it.
sorry.
Why is it important we check that interior mirror?
To know what's happening behind.
That's right.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So, sorry. should have said that pedestrian.
And turning right.
And turn right, please, Tony. That's good peep and creep there. Move down. So we've got a couple of things. So I'll talk into the hold back position. So if you down to slow walking down and stop now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But this far out.
Yeah. So we're out far enough so cars behind will know that we're going to we're not parked.
Yeah.
We're also
Do you want me to wait or do you want me to go?
We'll go, Tony. Sorry, we've got a car behind us. So our position told cars behind us that we weren't parked. Also, that was 2 car lengths back, so that meant we didn't have to do too much steering. And left, please, Tony.
I made a dog's dinner in it, so I'll turn it around.
Right,
again, okay?
Yep. That's all right.
Right, you're back.
And so remind me again why it's important to keep about 2 car lengths back, if possible, when we're in a hold back
Makes it
position.
easier to get round, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
And turning right.
And turn right, please, Tony. And why is it? Do this turn first. Remind me again why it's important that we aren't too close to the curb, so we stays, so it's important we have just as close to left of centre as possible. Why is it important we're not too close to the curb when we hold back?
That was something about the people behind might think I'm parked.
That's right, yeah.
Turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So, what do we anticipate with these vans? Possibility?
Anything.
So we've got
And turning right.
and turn right, please, Tony. So, what have we got with all these cars on both sides?
A very small gap.
Yeah. So, if we have a vehicle coming towards us,
Yeah.
we'll imagine one coming up. Once we get to, where would you hold back?
When?
As we just come to this corner here, if there was a vehicle coming towards us, you show me where you would hold back. Show me the hold back, an ideal hold back position. Yeah, that's good.
Better.
That's perfect. And why is it a good idea? Why have you positioned just left of centre like this?
So people behind know that I'm not parked.
That's right. And why have you gone about 2 car lengths back?
So I can get round and see ahead.
That's good. Okay, Tony. So when you're ready, we'll wait for this one.
There's not somebody come up behind me there for a minute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so that was good anticipation there. Tony, what's
Somebody come up behind me.
no, there's nothing behind us, Tony.
We're just checking there, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're just checking your right door mirror, sorry, and then look to your right window. That's it, that's good. So what we got on the head on the left?
Can I try this myself?
Certainly, yes.
Somebody's coming towards me
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. That's good. Checked your mirrors well there.
Yeah, is that important?
Very important as you pull to the left. Why is it important that we check the left door mirror as we pull over to the
Cyclist.
left? That's right.
So again, I could hold back here, couldn't I?
Yeah. So if there was yeah, that's good. And yeah.
And turning right.
And so right, please, Tony. So we've had a let's go first. Fortunately, if you had so if you had a car coming towards you, a vehicle coming towards you, and you're going to hold back position, and there was only a small gap ahead, would you go into that small gap? What would you do? Or would you hold back further?
I think I'd have to have a look at the situation.
Yeah.
The car coming towards me
Yes.
is not going to move over.
Yeah.
I'd have no choice, would I?
No, that's right, yeah.
I wouldn't have to worry about what's behind, would I?
So if for instance there's a row of cars and there's a gap for one car, say halfway down, and you're in a hold back position, there's a car coming towards you, if you had a line of cars behind you, you'd probably be better off staying, not going into that small gap, because if they all follow you, we just block the road anyway.
Oh, I get you.
That's good. That's
What
a
was-
good rolling hold back there, Tony.
good.
Yeah, that's very nice. You didn't stop the car, and you just kept moving, just slowed down, allowed them to get through.
I think it saves fuel as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Eco-friendly, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's very good.
Turning right.
And turn right, please, Tony.
Nothing to worry about here, is it?
So when you go for these lights on the screen for us, can we assume that
I'll just worry
It's gonna
about
be
the car opposite. That's all I worry about.
so what we anticipate, Tony, is that a car may not stop, they may jump the lights.
Is it only
Sometimes
cars that jump lights?
Vehicles of all
Oh,
kinds.
vehicles, alright.
So we have to anticipate that the vehicles may not stop for us. That was good checking both door mirrors as you pulled off. Why did you check your both door mirrors as you
That's it. You never know where these cyclists and mopeds come from.
Yeah, that's right. So it's good check. And what sign have we got coming up here on the left?
That's cool.
And what might that mean?
There'll be children around.
Yeah. So what's the first thing you do if you see that sign?
Just take my speed down a bit.
Anything else you do first?
Oh, check the mirrors.
That's
sorry.
right, yeah.
It's important to check the mirror first, isn't it?
Yeah, so do you know the reasons why we would check that mirror first?
Because Fred
Before
keeps
we
telling me
slow
to.
Well, the reason we check the mirrors is if there was a car close behind, a vehicle close behind you,
Yeah.
and what you could do is that way you could ease off, reduce your speed slightly to allow for them. That's good anticipation because you've got. Why did you? Yeah, you don't need to overreact, though, Tony.
I don't know what he's doing. He's indicating this
No.
way and that way and turning right.
Turn right, please, Tony. So how are you going to go, or are you going to stop, Joe?
Yeah, I'm
Tony?
going to wait.
That's good. And how are you judging that?
From experience, I must make a slow stop or swerve.
Right. So are you going to go, or are you going to wait, Tony?
No, I'll wait.
Right.
I could go now, couldn't I?
No, stop, Tony. So how are you judging whether you can go or not, Tony? By experience, sorry, you said by experience.
If I remember my early lessons,
Yeah.
if I can sprint from the middle line to this road,
Yeah.
I've got plenty of time.
Well, it's actually if you could walk from the curb on our left to the opposite curb without causing the vehicle coming towards us to slow, stop or swerve, then you should be able to make the turn. So it's if you can walk from... So...
I've done that last week.
Well, we anticipate with this cyclist coming towards us here. So I'm supposed to... Well done, you check your mirror.
Anyway. Yeah, I've done that last week.
Yeah.
And I made the turn.
Yeah.
And then as I made the turn, there was this old person crossing the road with a Zimmer frame. I had to stop halfway across.
Oh yeah, so what you do with that is... if they're already crossing, hand left please, Tony. If they're already crossing...
I didn't see her.
You didn't see him so actually...
Until after I started to make the turn.
So what you have to do is you have to give way to them, which you did.
Yeah, I
you
did give way. To her, yeah. Didn't make the car very happy coming down the road though.
Could you have waited at your point of turn before making the turn back?
I didn't see them.
Didn't see them. So you didn't see him. You'd started your turn.
Yeah.
And
I didn't expect anybody to be crossing the road as I was turning.
we should always anticipate.
I was just looking ahead at the vehicle coming towards me.
So so when you're turning right, you should look ahead, and then you should look into the road you're turning into.
Oh right, yeah.
And
Makes sense.
yeah. So what might you anticipate? What were you looking for if you're looking to the new road?
Anything.
We've got these pedestrians,
turning right.
and we're turning right, please, Tony.
Yeah, they are pedestrians. You're right.
And what might we anticipate with pedestrians standing there across the could they cross?
They looked fine to me. They were looking at me.
They were looking at you.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So what we anticipating as we turn to this road?
Anything.
Yeah, that's good. Nothing at all.
Leave your heart monitor went off there. And we're going to turn left.
And we're going to turn left, please, Tony.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about any meeting situations here, do you?
Now, as I say, this is a meeting situation, Tony, but so we do have priority here.
I do.
Because the vehicles are parked on the opposite side of the road. We can't take priority, but...
Oh, so if somebody came around that roundabout and I'm on the minor road, I'll pull out now, they'll move into that gap.
Yeah, or they might, yes. If you've already made your... If there's nothing going... Yeah.
Dream on.
Yeah.
Where am I at the moment?
You're... well, you're at the junction, so you just wait until...
Am I on the major road or the minor road?
You're on the minor road, so they have...
So who's got priority?
They've got priority there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what would I do?
If you saw somebody coming, you wait here. Yeah. Wait until they've cleared.
If I was to pull out now,
yeah.
That instructor's probably going to come and give you a clip around the ear, isn't he? Yeah?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Think about what you do yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, back in the road.
Right, so.
And turning left.
And turn left, please, Tony. So what we got on the left here, Tony?
Oh, I see a van.
So what's the first thing you do?
Mirrors. I see some ladders or something, or they're loading something into the van. They could be working over here, couldn't
Yeah, that's right.
they? Keep an eye. Look underneath the van. Look for feet.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, look, they're ripping the building apart.
Yeah. So when these lights show green and we go across, what we anticipate?
Oh,
either
people
side?
jumping the lights.
Yeah, that's right. A good check left and right as we pass this junction.
And we're going to stop behind the green car.
And we'll stop behind the green plaza. Please turn in.
Let the space for us. Is that better?
Bit better, yes. Yeah, I didn't get around to handing responsibility for mirrors over to you. Is there anything
Yeah, we weren't out very long there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of duff information at that junction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the minor road, aren't
Yeah.
I? And you're telling me
Yeah.
that I've got priority.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't, have I?
No. No, that's right. Yeah.
You know, what would there'd be no sense of me pulling out there and forcing that learning driver
No.
to have to stop
No, that's true.
or try and get into one of those gaps or having to reverse back.
Yes.
So wouldn't have been too pleased, would they?
No. No, they
Yeah?
yeah, no, you're right there. They had priority, didn't they?
If he'd have come over my side,
Yeah.
and he's a big lad, oh sorry, I'm only a learner. That's my instructor. He told me to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you looked better at the meeting situations there, even though on some occasions
Yes.
there wasn't any. You
Oh, right, yeah.
just give me the opportunity to show you I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Just say, show me a hold back position.
Yeah.
Do that. Can I do that more than once then? Do that a few times, you mean? Or just to sort of...
No, I got the
keep-
first one wrong.
Yeah. Got the first one wrong,
well,
yeah.
well, I didn't actually get it wrong. That wasn't really the best one to pick, was it? I didn't have a lot of choice but to go in
No.
close to the curb. Because don't forget, there is... it's very important you don't give blanket instructions.
Yeah.
It doesn't... You know, it's not a great big black and white area that you always stay half in, half
Yeah.
out. Or you always stay left to centre.
Yes.
With the width of that road and the
Yeah.
vehicles that were parked over there,
Yes.
I would have had to be close to the curb there, wouldn't
Yeah, yeah.
I? So that wasn't really the best one for you to pick there, really. Yeah, I got an opportunity to go closer to the car behind.
Yeah.
But if I had been any further out
Yes.
and anybody had been coming down the road, I would have been blocking the road, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So there is
That's all.
occasions where I will have to stay in, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and remember with meeting,
Yeah.
it ties in with mirrors as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I should have... Yeah.
Before I consider the meeting situation, I may have to make an adjustment in my position. And I'm pretty... 99 times out of 100, I'm going to have to make an adjustment in my position before pulling away, yeah?
Yes.
You know, because even if I'm in the right position,
Yeah.
any vehicles come up behind me, I'm sure you've experienced it, even if I am as near to left of centre as I can, they'll still shoot past you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I should have made sure, yeah, interior right and then the right window.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause
Just to
sometimes,
see.
you know, if there's half a dozen vehicles coming up towards me, I might be sitting there for a wait, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah. And also, watch to see, check your mirrors as you pull into the hold back position.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Fair stuff.
Let's just give that a pause.